I think he built all this alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore. Hi, Rost. I'll just take this off. Don't want him. Hi, Rost. So, do you remember the night before the proving? You said I needed to serve a... Well, it's the same purpose that drove Elizabeth. So yeah, for Elizabeth and for you. Well, I've got a master...
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted?
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new? The inside of the mountain like it was an egg?
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down. This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should have...
Not at all. It never occurred to me that there was a key in human form.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but...
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less...
But... do you think it's even...
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. Helped by the same principle. It should be, but that would take years. And we're counting...
Looks like you've spent...
19 years ago, a great the echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon...
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do...
It's...
Yes. When everything depends on...
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear.
Logging arrivals. Shen Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population
Mind your footing.
10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found. clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. These numbers, all powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code. Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside. Alright, now let's see what we can do with this material.
Yes?
I need to get going. Guess that's my way across. It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Glad that's over. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sadie zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of Paradis-Sadie.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good endings at letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievement,
While her people bickered, she was the one who took...
she was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never...
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your...
She said she wanted to go home.
What?
Nothing.
Look, Liz. You're...
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Liz? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. what I'm trying to say is I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Threat atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found...
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult. And because your success depends on knowing that when I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about... Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machine.
Yes. Based on what?
So the Eclipse... The robots they've resurrected.
Yes. So Hades can
I want you to tell me everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal.
A real kindred.
I followed the signal to its source.
So you thought it was a Titan?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The grave, it couldn't speak when I found it. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted, but the Spire was always its full.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me it bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had
enough to equip us.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning.
And the Shadow Carja?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. Yes. Overnight, their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present hate, so yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were besides? I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to... A thrilling technical challenge. Especially with the alterations I included.
The ability...
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret act.
What made you turn on Hades? Certainly.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my...
A little late.
Indeed. When I completed work on the focus network, Hades summoned me. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order.
So when did I come into this?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? What? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
The things you've done in the pursuit of...
Aloy. I've done all I can. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it.
Then I just need to get...
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Are ready to strike.
Lucent Baham's
Task is complete.
To defend the city.
Yes.
But the
The
Spire.
focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must.
Here to try your... I know who you are, girl. Use your spear to take control of 2 Ravagers. And so it's... can't believe it. You've earned a blazing sun on the first try. With all the suns you've earned, you're eligible for special gear at the Lodge in Meridian. Talk to Idaba. She'll help you out.
I'll be going now.
Uh-huh.
The Hunter's Lodge. What's next? A woman is...
No, I'm awake. At alert.
Ah, you're back.
You said you...
Just so...
So what happened?
Love?
Is it...
Of course.
These...
No one... Perhaps... Ah. Till we meet again. I have a matter. Of grace. Hello again. I am always. I look forward everyone. Needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Smoothly as anywhere in the...
Hawk Bradavin Khan Padish, cherished brother, and son
What can I
Hawk
do for you today?
Talavad Khan Padish, beloved father.
How are the trials going for you?
Let their memory and sacrifice be
You
a
brought in
beacon
all
for
the sun marks at
hunters.
once. You're going to
All
make a lot of
people
hunters jealous.
to
I'm
follow.
pleased to present to you a Lodge Blast Sling, a Lodge Rope Caster. Congratulations, you're a Master Hunter of the Lodge. All I can give you now.
back from the wild. You ready? Come on back. I'd like to... Trade with you, Outlander.
I prefer the country. At least I did before the machines got me.
Kept the wheel turning.
Safe to sit here.